Cotching, yeah, I'm cotching, yeah, I'm cotching, up against this big wall.
Believe.
Cotching,
Cotch.
I'm cotching, I'm cotching, and I'm not gonna fool. My name's Igwe, Chino Igwe. I'm 39, I'm British, love it! Nigerian, born and bred in Deptford. This is Deptford High Street. Nice length of the streets with market stalls, fresh fruit, spicy food and fashion. Around here we've got Deptford Station. Yes. Deptford Bridge DLR. Deptford Methodist Church. Paddy Power. Second Wave Centre for Youth Arts. Matchstick Pie House. Deptford Market Yard. Deptford Park. Deptford Green. Deptford Lounge. And of course, the Albany. Take a stroll past Tesco, Asda, Deptford Broadway. Top of the High Street, you will see our very own Deptford Anchor, an epic historical landmark for tourism. Although, at night, or even before kick-off, we do get a bunch of drunken geezers from Millwall congregating around the Anchor, having a right old Barney, chili con carne, drink, best pimps, 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 best pimps. What is that? I see a big sharp sword leaning up against the wall. So shiny. I wonder what that means. Look at this log of yam. The size of a Ghanaian shaved head. The smell of egusi soup in the air, mixed with the aroma of chicken burger and chips. Moolies, come on! Feast your eyes on Giffen Street. Look at all of that space. We can do our shopping, hoodies bopping, Tommy's Kitchen, halal butchers, I'm blessed. It's Friday, it's July, it's summertime! Thought I'd just come out, meet my DJ, and just chill for a bit. Oh, before I hand in my thesis on Olaudah Equiano. The title of my thesis is How the Resilience of Olaudah Equiano Can Inspire Black British Men, even more in the UK today. And that's the end of my TED Talk. My MA Black British History degree is complete, but my dream is to become a world famous novelist. They call me Chinovelist because I love writing fun, wacky and exciting anarchic stories. Then I dazzle my community outside on Giffen Street. I'm inspired by the works of Roald Dahl, the Twits, C.S. Lewis, Narnia, Benjamin Zephaniah, Rest in Power, Chinua Achebe, Things Fall Apart, Agatha Christie, Mousetrap, West End Go See, Martina Cole, Dangerous Lady, and of course, Philip Ridley. As for me, I'm gonna pop into Goldsmiths, hand in my thesis. Deadline is today. Then I'm gonna meet Adeze. And we're just gonna vibe and bring her along and vibe with my mad talented DJ playing those bangers right here on Deptford High Street. Right, enough cotching. I'm just gonna hand him my thesis. What's this? Earthquake? We no longer get earthquakes in London. Certainly not in Deptford. I'm running for cover. Is this pavement hungry? Undernourished? Has it not had its wedding bread? I thought me and you were cool, Deptford. Now you're acting like you've never been fed. I was just on my... That sword is still there. Is that sword trying to tell me something? What is this rumbling noise that I'm hearing and feeling? Could it be those gut girls coming back from the dead? Maybe it's Olaudah Equiano rolling out of his grave right now to tell me that I've missed out something vital in my thesis before he rolls back in again. Sir Francis Drake! Christopher Marlowe! That was murdered right here in Deptford back in 1593. This rumbling noise is relentless! I'm still legging it! This street! That street! Make a decision! Look up! Council estate. I'm now climbing up this council estate building with the mindset of a ninja. Now I'm on a rooftop. Uh-oh. This rooftop that I'm standing on is vibrating. This roof! That roof! Oh, washing machine! I can't even keep my balance! I'm in a flood! I see a lot of documents. Phone bills. Ooh. Gas bills. My thesis! No! I'm swimming like crazy to get it back! Ugh! Ugh! My thesis on Olaudah Equiano is gone. Gone! Oh, I'm gutted. Absolutely gutted. I can't reprint it because all of the internet cafes in this terrain are closed for the summer. Mad! And this flood has taken me far away from my home. It's not looking good, is it? Oh, I see my swimming certificate from John Donne Primary School floating on this water. Chino, good effort in the shallow end. Well, that's no good to me, is it? Because now I'm in the deep end. The water is rising. I have to go under. I swim, and swim, and swim, and swim, I swim, and swim, and swim, and swim, and swim. Breaststroke, butterfly, breaststroke, butterfly, breaststroke. Dolphin kick in the butterfly stroke. Butterfly stroke. Dolphin kick in the butterfly stroke. Butterfly stroke. The fish is chasing me at such speed! Is this real? Nemo meets Deptford. This fish is getting closer and closer to me. I'm swimming to get away from it. I go through Deptford High Street, Finch Street, Comet Street, and back again. Ah! This fish is too big. I wonder if it's similar to the one that swallowed Jonah when Jonah got swallowed by a fish. I see a desert. A desert lights up my entire human existence upon this watery Neptune that we call Earth, and I know that she feels the same way too. A desert is so supportive of my work. She's hilarious, vivacious, and she's very, very smart and quick-witted. She's looking into my eyes. I can see the joy in her eyes. I'm looking at her too. A desert is swimming towards me. Ah! The fish has got me! And Desert grabs my hand to pull me out of the mouth of the fish, but I lose her hand. And Desert swims back to me and is pulling me to get me out of the fish, and I'm wriggling myself to release myself from this bondage! I've just been swallowed by a fish. I'm now in the belly of a fish. Something fishy is going on. It stinks! If you ask me, this is the perfect time to whip out that disposable COVID face mask all over again. 2020 vibes. I don't know if I'm gonna get out of this fish or not, but I know one thing, I have to get my thesis back. This stinky situationship that I'm currently in right now reminds me of when I was at secondary school when the boys' toilets were smelly. The year is 1997. We had this cleaner. Her name was Mrs. Clean. Ironic, because there's nothing clean about her. For some reason, Mrs. Clean didn't want to clean the boys' toilets because she only wanted to clean the girls' toilets. Biased. On a Tuesday afternoon, November time, I went into the boys' toilets to do my thing, and no word of a lie. Because if I lie, I die. Mrs. Clean, outside of the boys' toilets, chillaxing on some foldable chair, sipping on a can, like that she nicked from Southend-on-Sea, by the way, sipping on a can of Mirinda, and she thinks that she just can just drink on it and drink out. Oh, fuck. I've just been hit on the head with a crush-up can of Mirinda. Anyway, the smell in the boys' toilets was getting worse. So I took my 13-year-old self to the headmaster's office, marching down that corridor. I opened the door of Mr. Hennis's office and I said, "Sir, the bad smell in the boys' toilets has gone on for far too long. Mrs. Clean still hasn't cleaned the boys' toilets because she only cleans the girls' toilets. That's favoritism. How is that even fair? This has gone on for far too long now, Mr. Hennessy. 6 weeks. Do something right now, Mr. Hennessy. China, you're absolutely right. For South, this high's been going on for 6 weeks in total. Young squire, I shall take action right now. And as soon as those words left his mouth, Mr. Hennessy frog marched Mrs. Clean out of the school premises and sacked her. Since then, I had a lot more respect for Mr. Hennessy. He went above and beyond the call of duty for the welfare of others. He was a man of action.
See it, say it, sorted.
But Deptford got there first with...
See it, find it, restore your community.
Oh, God. Man! Ugh, I'm in the wilderness. I'm in the pits. I'm lost. Dad would say, why did you allow the fish to swallow you now? We have already seen the film Jaws by Steven Spielberg. Right now, it's just me and my thoughts in a fish. Let me tell you about my family. My parents taught me how to cook, how to clean, read and write, drive a car, fly a kite. That's how they got me away from gangs. Prior to me being swallowed by this fish, I had a conversation with my parents the other day about me moving out. We were in the kitchen having dinner and I said, Dad, Mum, I've been thinking, I want to move out. I'm 39, I'm going to be 40 this year, and I want to move out, do what grown-ups do. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking. This is how my dad responded. Chino, my son, stay with us now until you can stand on your own 2 feet. But, as I always said to you, save that your money. Chino, do you remember during the COVID pandemic, when your mother at the time was helping out at the NHS, I was indoors in the sitting room, drinking my pepper soup, watching Tipping Point and recording it for your mom. Suddenly, I heard a lot of commotion and emotion coming from outside. I looked out of the window. What do I see? Knife crime! Again! I called you. You were in the toilet washing my jeans in the bucket. I said, Chino, Biko, Bia. You came and I said, son, name that my mighty machete that my nephew, your cousin Chidozia, got from home and gave to us as a gift. It is the same machete that I use to cut the grass, the green grass outside in that our backyard. And bring that my holster that I made. Both of those items are in the kitchen. Quick! You quickly went into the kitchen, came out, and the first thing that you gave me was my holster. I wrapped it around my waist, feeling like a Western cowboy. Clint Eastwood, eat your heart out. Secondly, you placed that my mighty machete in the palm of my hand, and I held it like a Jedi sword from Star Wars. John Boyega would be proud. I said, God bless you, young man, stay here. I went outside the front door and I shouted at those silly boys. I said to the foolish children, stop killing each other and yourselves, you stupid idiots. Stop that your nonsense. Otherwise, the police will get hold of you and deal with you. Young men, we are in a pandemic, COVID-19. That means you young boys should all be in your homes so that you don't catch that nonsense. But no, you all want to catch that nonsense. Fooling around, up and down, disturbing the whole neighborhood, up and down, without your knife. Move now. If you don't move now, I will break all social distancing. And then I will come over there. And when I reach where you are, I will crush that your GCSE heads, all of your heads, I will crush with my bare hands. And after I have crushed out your head with my bare hands like a scrapyard, I will then use this mighty machete and I will chop off that your head with it. In fact, let me just kill all of you right now. And as soon as I started to approach those discombobulated, gallivanting superstars, they ran away, never to be seen again. Dad's been through a lot of stuff. That's why he was so bold to confront those boys outside. At 17, just before he turned 18, Dad was a squaddy in the Biafran War. He fought and survived. For those of you who don't know, the Biafran War was a Nigerian civil war from 1967 to 1970. See, Nigeria has 371 tribes, but the three major tribes are Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa. The Biafran War was a tribal war and arguably a religious war, kind of similar to the Troubles in Northern Ireland. Thing is, I love Deptford. I love my community. My peer group have moved out and moved on. Married, wife, kids, Range Rover, a big country house in Dorset. I haven't seen my homeboys in ages. Now, I'm surrounded by the Gen Z generation. I want to move out, but I don't want to move on. I'm the boy that never leaves. At the moment, my parents are in Lagos, leaving me behind to be the man of the house. I really want to move because A, I'm fed up on living at home, and B, Tanisha, Keisha, Zanisha, my little fan club, are forever knocking on my front door and feeding me a plate of Jamaican patties with a little bit of reggae sauce on the side, a big bottle of ginger beer and a massive glass of Fanta in order for me to read more of my wild adventure stories and my poetry to them at 2 a.m, which I kind of like, to be honest, but it makes it so hard to leave. I'm going round and round and round this smelly belly like a tumble dryer. I'm a Deptford baby. Get me out of here. Right. Can you believe that I'm using this crushed up can of Mirinda to scratch the edges of this big fish? Woo! This fish is moving from side to side. Ooh. Look at me moving from side to side like a dithering politician. I slash this fish with the sharp edge of this crushed up can of Mirinda. I am in the open. I thought I was free. I'm swimming again. That sword seems to be in my vision a lot this morning. I wonder what that sword wants me to do. When will this flood madness have an end? Oh, I see my residents are struggling big time to swim in this flood. I've got you! Look, you see that newspaper over there? Floating it. It will float your boat, as they say. 1 minute, I'm catching. The next, I'm swimming, my G, swimming in this swath of water. Again, after being engulfed by a fish. This is one Noah's Ark that I was not prepared for. Deptford cat! Oh, we love this cat so much. He's trying to swim. Go on, Deptford cat. Swim, cat. Swim! Deptford cat is a great help in our community. Do you know what? I kind of need to tell you, beautiful lot, why Deptford cat is the best cat in the whole wide world. Deptford cat absolutely hates the name that we gave him. See? But I'm still going to tell his story. So, 2018, the release of Black Panther, Wakanda. On the high street, Deptford cat sat on the brick wall, as you do, opposite Trim Trim Barbers. I was getting my trim. Within a blink of an eye, a 12-year-old girl by the name of Shona was getting attacked by some vicious, treacherous pit bull. The door was wedged wide open because the aircon was broken. Then out of nowhere, this pit bull, must have been a stray dog, charged into the barbers like a bull in a china shop and dragged Shona out by one of her legs as if she was a ragdoll. That pit bull had no mercy on her leg. I heard the most uncanny and disturbing blood-curdling screams that sent a thunderstorm and shivers and chills down my very spine. Dino, my barber, ran out and tried all he could to open the jaw of this reckless pit bull in order to rescue and release his beloved daughter from the dangers of death, but to no avail. But then the rest of my community saw the war zone and they got out their buckets, shovels, a baseball bat, a cricket bat, crowbar, kitchen mop, a belt, a trainer, a bread knife, a crowbar, even a chicken wing. When it came to the fire extinguisher, each and every single member of my community took it in turns to aim, target, and spray all over that pit bull like Scarface. Say hello to my little friend. Shh. It wouldn't be Deptford if we didn't say our mantra.
See it, fight it, restore your community. See it, fight it, restore your community.
But then Deptford Cat saw the commotion and jumped off the brick wall. When Deptford Cat was in the air, it was as if time stood still. Everyone, including me, had already parted ways like Moses parting the Red Sea. Then Deptford Cat pounced on top of this pit bull, and this cat absolutely annihilated this dog like Rambo, enabling the pit bull to release Shona from its draconian daggers of demise. Naturally, the pit bull was yelping until the dog raced away like a coward. But Deptford Cat wasn't yet done yet with this pit bull. Oh no! Deptford Cat chased after that pit bull and attacked it all the more. What a champion! We cheered, we celebrated. The helicopter airlifted Shona up to A&E. And when Deptford Cat came back to us, we lifted up that cat like a hero. And then we showered Deptford Cat with a truckload of cat food. I can now testify that Shona has made a full recovery. I'm swimming. And swimming. Still swimming. And swimming. What is that? A serpent! A big serpent! A titan snake! I wish this was a bad dream, but this is not even a dream, let alone it being bad. I'm not gonna lie, I am actually witnessing a massive serpent. I am not hallucinating, I'm not daydreaming, I'm not high, I don't even smoke. This is happening right now as we speak. What is this huge anaconda doing in Deptford? I've read Jack and the Beanstalk, but this beanstalk is moving differently. The serpent has emerged from the flood. The serpent is big and wide and tall with fiery eyes and a fiery tongue. This serpent is so tall, the top of his head is touching the clouds.
See it, fight it, restore your community.
And in the blue corner, super duper cool, the beast destroyer, the unwanted guest, Serpent. And in the red corner, the challenger. Now, He loves Deptford, and Deptford loves him back. Chino, Chinovelist, Igwe.
The serpent just now has eaten and swallowed the cat. No! That's our local cat. I'm gonna kill that snake. Fear has got hold of me. I was so confident before, but now my confidence has plummeted down into the deep, deep waters of descended deepness of decadence. Vanishing. Everything is vanishing. Who is that swimming towards me? Oh, I know who it is. It's Auntie Ijeoma. At 96, Auntie Ijeoma is a long-standing member of the Salvation Army. That's how she spends her retirement. Every Monday morning, Auntie Ijeoma walks up and down Deptford High Street with plastic containers of jollof rice, with lots of moi moi, filled with oxtail, spicy hot chicken wings, tomato, lettuce, carrots, salads, and accompanied with soft drinks for the homeless people. But then in the evening, she goes to families that are genuinely struggling to feed their children. The community saw what she was doing, which spurred some people and a lot more people to follow suit. It's just Auntie's way of putting an end to hunger in our society. Oh, Auntie is now swimming next to me. Chino, my dear, how are you? Hello, Auntie. I'm okay. I feel kind of relaxed that you're here with me, you know. Did you hear that crazy hissing sound from that serpent? Of course now. Everybody heard it. That was wild. Young man, don't lose heart. We shall all put up a fight against that serpent. As far as I'm concerned, that serpent is defeated. Yeah. We need a plan. We can't go all guns blazing like a drunkard, because that will not be very wise at all. At all. Be wise, like Solomon in the Bible. Why is my auntie so wise? That's the older generation for you. Chino, lift up your spirit. Adeze is swimming towards you. I shall let you young people have your time together. If you need me, just ask me. Whatever it is that you need, I shall deliver. Thanks, Auntie. You really are the best. Adeze is our local painter in the area. She paints pictures of Deptford babies, past and present. She is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. She's British, Nigerian, Igbo, and has such a warm heart for people and for me. She has lovely braids. Oh, so long. They are as long as the Central Line, sliding gracefully on Deptford High Street with confidence, fills with an abundance with like pounded yam, sprinkled with boldness and assurance. She's from Toxteth, Liverpool, up north. Now she resides in Deptford. Oh, and here she comes, swimming towards me. Good morning, beautiful. Good morning, handsome. Look at this flood. Tremendous, isn't it? Psh, you can say that again. I don't like getting my hair wet. Lucky for you, you don't have that problem. Cheeky? You know, you love my cheekiness. I do as it goes. And you also know that my favourite chocolate is Maltesers. You are the only Malteser worth munching on. There's a stop. If my hair was waterproof, I would happily jump in any river, except the River Thames. Too smelly for me, and very, very dirty. I love your hair. Thanks, babe. £750 later, I like it too. You are so sweet. I have to say though, just like Elephant and Castle, Deptford needed a makeover, to be honest. Really? I thought Deptford was doing just fine. Not really. How do you mean, not really? Deptford needs changing like a nappy needs changing. Why? Because a lot of the residents that have lived around here for 4, 5, 6 generations maybe. I just think it's time they moved on since this area is changing. They can move on, but Adeze, the residents that have lived around here for many, many years now have to be evacuated from their homes as if they were trespassers on private land. And when the money people move in, wahala will ensue. The rent will go up like a rocket. That means residents out, small businesses out, effectively pushing out our culture and washing it away like germs. And as a result, the essence of Deptford will be gone. I think gentrification is a virus, but I don't think it is a virus. Why not? Because we've just come out of one. Adeze. I mean, okay, look, I do hear what you're saying, Chino. I really do. The community are not being cared for on that angle. But I just want you to see the benefits of gentrification. Right. You see, here's the thing, Chino. We all want things to change, but we don't want to be the change that we want to see until change actually happens. And when change actually happens, it may not be the change that we want because we didn't change. Oh, come on, Adeze. No, think of it. The flats around here are decaying. That's normal because like garments wear and tear. But this is my point. Go on. The flats around Deptford have been here since God knows when. Now, big families are now cramped up in a one-bedroom flat. And there lies the generation. With the older generation, there lies the problem. The older generation can't climb that big staircase for much longer, and they can't rely on those lifts all the time. They just won't work. Those pipes are well and truly rusted and dusted and cannot be trusted. Again, wear and tear. Therefore, ground level, sophisticated apartments are the way forward. Then maybe we should help the older generation a bit by building devices to help them get up the stairs quicker and efficiently. Failing that, just get new lifts. New lifts? Yes, new lifts. Chino, we don't need new lifts. Yes, we do. No, we don't. Oh, we as a nation can easily fund new lifts and remain in Deptford. Is that why you don't want to move? Me? Yes, babe. You don't want to move out of Deptford. And that's not good. And that's not very progressive of you. Are you saying that I'm not progressive? Yes. That's wild. And the fact that you don't want to move and release your true greatness and be the black king that you are is wild. Adeze, how can you say that to me? Because I want to push you to do better. Ugh. Chino, you are an upcoming rising novelist. You've dazzled this community a lot with your wild adventure stories. I love your stories. They're brilliant. But what puzzles me is that you don't want to push yourself. I do want to push myself. No, you don't. You did a degree and MA in Black British history. Fine, in general. But why would you flush away your dream by remaining in Deptford? I want you to make the transition to become a big-time novelist. Don't you care about your dream? I do. Then show it, Chino. Show it. I mean it. Pursue your dream. Because I pursued mine. And now my work is being presented at the National Portrait Gallery. Because let me tell you, I cannot be with a man that refuses to pursue his dream. And that's exactly what I want you to do, Chino. I will. Legs are made for walking. Legs are made for movement. Moving to success. I want you to succeed in your dream. I will. Grab hold of your dream by killing that nasty serpent. Adesa, don't swim away from me. I have to, for now. You can do this, Chino. You can do this. Adesa has swum away from me. Oh my. Oh, that's not good. That's not nice. Right. No. Adesa is right. I have to change my mindset. I want to move. Take that step. The same way Olaudah Equiano, formerly known as Gustavus Vassa Equiano, was a slave, a barber, a sailor, bought his freedom and helped to abolish slavery and had resilience. I want to display the Equiano resilience. I want to be the Equiano of Deptford by helping to abolish that serpent.
See it, fight it, restore your community.
Serpent! I'm exposing you right now. You are the leader of disorder, disarray, and disturbance. You have been disruptive and destructive, causing urban decay more severe than tooth decay. There is so much injustice, and what you have done is unjust. You are the coronavirus in my area, and I am still in this flood. The serpent is now opening its mouth. Everyone, including me, is holding up the cardboard box pieces. Deptford! Gather up! Swim closer! I am now gathering up my community to conjure up a plan of action to kill this beast. Yes! Ginger Man is here! Brother, one. I ain't seen you for a hot minute. Love you, man. Let me tell you about Ginger Man. Ginger Man is a good man. He's a professional reggae musician. He loves his reggae nephew. And Ginger, he actually inspired me and the rest of my community to drink a lot of ginger because it's good for the immune system. He's a Jamaican, a Rastafarian, and he's also performed with Capleton! And is into his books on Rastafari, Sons of Africa, Haile Selassie, Marcus Garvey. The other day, he knocked on my front door and dragged me out of bed to march with him to stop the closure of our library on the high street. Like a warrior, he organised a campaign and got the whole of Deptford marching, the council marching, even Scotland Yard marching to stop the closure of our library. Thanks to Ginger Man, our library was saved.
See it, fight it, restore your community.
And speaking of restoring your community, Ginger Man can feel something in his spirit. A song is about to be released. And knowing Ginger Man, We just know that he's got a fighting song against this serpent. Here we go. I have a message for serpents. I have a message for serpents.
Yeah.
I have a message. I have a message. I have a message. Listen to me, good. Serpents, come down.
Come down.
Serpents, come down.
Kill the serpents.
You wanna get what? Are the people?
Hey.
I people say serpents come down. Come with the serpents, come down.
Come down.
Serpents, come
Kill the
down.
serpents.
You wanna get what? Are the people?
Hey.
I people say serpents come down. Serpents, come down. Ginger man, that song was fire! Pitch black. I can't see anything. That's not good. We're in darkness. We need light. I've got to hand in my thesis today. Oh. I saw it getting floated away on this flood. Oh, it's gone. Because that is actually painful to me. That's all of my work, all of my hard work, a whole year's work gone. Gone. Ugh. Auntie, are you there? Are you there? Okay, cool. Okay. Auntie, why did it go from a hot summer's day to pitch black in the flash? I don't know, young man. The weatherman is not here. But don't be afraid. Is everyone here? Everybody is here, my dear. Because I feel alone right now. So alone. Adeza was here with me in my presence and now she's gone. Loneliness kills my heart. And no amount of resuscitation will be enough to restore it to its former glory. Chino, Biko, don't talk like that. You are not alone. We are all here together in this flood. Auntie, my spirit is restless. I was so full of life this morning. I had a spring to my walk. I was with my DJ, living life as one should. Now look, we're in the darkness. The earthquake, the fish, the flood, and the serpent has rattled me big time, Auntie. I'm not me anymore. That is why we have to stand strong against the serpent. Even me, looking up at this demonic serpent, is making me have neck problems. Remember, a serpent is a serpent. It will never be a servant. Auntie, that's a good one. It is a good one because it is the truth. I am Auntie Ijoma at 96, standing strong in these floods. You are Chinovalis Igwe at 39, standing strong in this flood. 2 generations, a millennial and the beginning of time. I am that old, standing strong in this flood. That, my dear, is power. Auntie, you are amazing. I know. The other day, you told me that a Deptford baby is a baby that is alert, fresh, and fights against wrongdoing so that the community can be restored. Babies need looking after. Of course they do. They are babies, but they have a lot of fight in them and a lot of future. You are a rising novelist. I watch you read out your stories outside on Giffin Street with such passion. And the future generations yet to be born shall read out your stories. What a legacy you have built. Therefore, you shall not die in these floods. 1,000 may fall at your side, 10,000 at your right hand, but it will not come near you. Psalm 91. Conquer fear through faith. Auntie, would you like to say a little prayer for us? Of course I will. Tobe chukun ke uwani kwe, tobe no, tobe chukun ke uwani kwe, tobe no, yebi. Heavenly Father, first of all, I just want to thank you for your blessings and for your grace and for your mercies, flowing like a river to the future generation like a never-ending stream. Father, we come to you in time of great need. An untimely flood has engulfed our community here in Deptford, SE8. We are in the darkness. Bring us out of the darkness and into the light. In Jesus' name, amen. Whoa! The light is so bright. Auntie, I think your prayer worked. Of course now. I see a row of pigeons flying above me with their beaming torchlights dangling around their necks to help me see. And I don't want any of those pigeons flying above me to do a dropping on me. You had one job. My boys from Peckham are here. Liam, Amari, Julian, Darren, Mark, Nathaniel, Jonathan, Andrew, Jermaine, Tope, Jose, Jacob, Peter, David, Dean, Darren, Gabriel, Dixon from Brixton is here as well. Sister Stacy, a nun from Nunhead with her cricket bat in her hand. I'm now swimming away from my refuge point to face the problem. I am now face to face with the serpent. The serpent once again unleashes his toxic, poisonous venom at me. I block it with the newspapers. Come on, serpents. Come on, everybody. Let's kill this serpent once and for all. The pigeons are flying like a frenzy of flappers as they flap, flap, flap around the serpent's face to make it lose its balance. Ginger Man whacks it with the serpent. Dixon from Brixton does likewise. Sister Stacy hits it with her cricket bat. Oh yeah. And my boys from Peckham, look at them. They're punching that serpent like mad. Dino is throwing his electric clipper at the serpent's head. Ooh, those Nigerian men from Tommy's Kitchen are throwing a wad of pepper at the serpent's eyes. I can't believe that I didn't even notice those Nigerian men from before. What an oversight. Oh, ooh. It looks to me that the wad of pepper thrown by those Nigerian men is making the serpent to lose its balance. Auntie Ijoma is now hitting the serpent with a flip-flop in one hand and a belt in the other. Look at her. My piece from Second Wave Youth Arts dive into the flood like Baywatch lifeguards. They are helping me to push down this massive serpent as if we are pushing down a massive statue of Edward Colson in Bristol. Hang on. Is that Mr. Hennessy? Long time no see. He salutes me and I salute him back. Then he dives into the flood as I was pushing out that massive serpent. Uh-oh, the serpent is still moving backwards, still affected by that pepper in its eyes. The serpent is getting angry. I hit the serpent on its coat of mail. Missed. You can't eat me. I'm a Deptford baby. And I will show you and the rest of this soaking wet assembly here that we shall not be eaten alive by you, oh serpent! Now I get into leader mode. I've never really been a leader before, but what a time to be a leader. Ooh, I see this big log of yam floating towards me. Oh, it is the same yam that I saw before this morning because it's got the same dent on it right there. Huh? I have another log of yam. I have an extra yam. How did that happen? Auntie, hold this log of yam and I will take this one. Come on, serpent. Let's see how hard you really are. The serpent is coming at me once again with his gaping big mouth. I throw my log at the serpent's open mouth. Auntie Ijoma throws her log of yam at the serpent's open mouth. And lo and behold, both of our yams have supernaturally extended in size like a king-size Twix chocolate bar from the off-license. The serpent now has got his mouth stuck due to the now extended log of yam balancing on top of each other. Now it's got an extra 2 logs of yams. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. Put it there, Auntie. I see that big sharp sword in my vision. It's been here all morning on the corner of Deptford High Street. And there was me, none the wiser, having no idea, not a Scooby, why this sword was in my vicinity. Well, I know now. I've got this sword. Serpent! We're gonna knock you down and watch you come crashing down like the Berlin Wall, sending you all the way down into the palpable, pernicious pit of the abyss. Because today, we shall be restored. And we're going to have victory, victory, victory over you, serpent! Down I go to the bottom of the flood and I cut this serpent down to size. I put my head up to get some fresh air. The serpent's big head hits the flood just inches away from my body. My whole community is sticking all the millions and millions and millions of newspapers to make the shape of a massive carpet. I jump on it. I balance on top of it like a surfboard. My whole community are holding onto it to keep my balance. The serpent's big mouth leaps into the air like Shere Khan, mouth wide open to swallow me down into the belly chamber of death. I lift up my swords once again. I've chopped off its head. The serpent is dead! Yes! serpent now spins, topples, and twirls downwards like bath water going down the plug hole. Goodbye, serpent! Back down the drain where you belong, and don't you ever come back. Yeah! The serpent has come down and is no more! Deptford, we are back! Ooh. The sun has now shined on us as it did before the madness. The sun is so hot it dries my clothes pretty quickly. The water is receding back to base, ground level. Look, there's a rainbow. Now there's raining brooms. Everyone, let's clean up. Adeza is swimming towards me. No, she's not. She's walking towards me rather than swimming towards me. We lock eyes. She looks at me. I look back at her. I'm walking towards her along this mess on the ground. Oh. We meet in the middle. Adeza! I'm so glad to see you again. So am I. My Olaudah Equiano thesis is gone. I'm never going to get it back. But I've made a decision. I'm not going to pursue it anymore. I'm going to let it go. Let go and let it go. Instead, I'm going to pursue my dream of becoming a world famous novelist to the absolute fullest. Chino, number one, well done for killing that serpent. You showed courage and resilience. Number two, every fabric of my entire existence is... See, Chino, it's your stories. You got me so deep and poetic. That's what I love about you. Number three, well done for pursuing your dream. I knew you could do it. Are you going to ask me out or what? Adeza, I would love to ask you out on a date. Finally! I gladly accept your offer. Surprise me. I'm looking into Adeza's eyes. Adeza, you're just... No, you go first. No, babe, you go first. Okay. Adeza, I like you a lot. I like you too. I feel the same way. Tell me how you feel. Adeza, you are the sunshine before the sun has come up. Your light is so hot and so bright. It burns every single cobweb of my entire human existence. And my mental health is lifted up like eagles due to your gracious giving goodness of your divine presence. Physical and spiritual, both are infinite. Gina, that was beautiful. I felt that. We're gonna clear our heads, clean our streets, our communities, and Deptford. The place that I love so much has stopped my movement. And even though Deptford will never ever be the same again, if I want success in my life, I have to leave my environment, starting with a broom.